Hello, I'm back, and no, you can't judge me for me eating. It's 10:23, and but I haven't uploaded, and yeah, I think I was just having fun. I had an amazing weekend. Knock on wood. Hope I don't jinx anything, but anyway, it was pretty good. Back to work. As you know, I have two jobs, so just finished my second job. I cooked because I meal prep. I make some spaghetti. Would probably definitely need some salt, and let's get back into the stuff. So for anyone who's trying to relocate from anywhere, I think it can help you, but I'm basically going to talk about Ontario to Alberta because I moved from Ontario to Alberta, so all the prices and all the stuff are going to be related from Ontario to Alberta. So I will start with the easiest one, which is the rideshare. So what is a rideshare? It's basically one person having a car, or a van or whatever, and willing to pick some people on the way. So let's say, for example, I was from Barrie and I was moving to Edmonton and I drive a car, so I'm just like, hey, I'm driving to Edmonton, so anyone who wants to come. Normally people like to have some people who have the driving license because it's around 2 days. I mean, I think it's 24-hour plus on the road, so they stop at Airbnbs. So the cost that I got was $350 and $400. You have to be a minimalist because when you're with different other people, they are going to want to take their bags. So if you have like 4 people, you have to have space for that. This is the easiest one, especially for some people who, and I don't like saying things about, I don't want to take side about vaccinated, not vaccinated, so I'm just throwing options for both here. I think it's not my place to give an opinion about trying to influence any person. So that being said, if you have a question, I can answer, but I'm not going to take side. So especially for people who are unvaxxed and can't take the train or the plane, so you can go for that. Some people rather like to, if it's a girl, they rather have a girl with female passenger. If it's a guy, they don't really mind it. So where to find ride shares? So you have Conga Ride, which you can download. You have Purple Ride, and you have Kijiji. So I would, if you go very long, like for example, if you go from Ontario to Manitoba, if you go from Ontario to Alberta, these are really long drives. So I would ask you to post, because on Purple Ride and Conga Ride, you can actually post, create a profile, and you post if you are a driver and you are offering, or if you're a passenger and you're looking. So you can do that. I would advise you to do at least like 3 weeks in advance, just because it's very limited. If it was Barrie to Toronto, you can have it at any time of any day. It's just an hour drive, you can take the bus. But for this one, it's very limited. Not everyone are doing the trip to there. So let me I should probably take my mic in the ASMR. Look at my bowl. And I kid you not, I'm going to finish that. Definitely can use some salt. Definitely. But anyway. Second option is a train. I haven't taken the train, so I can't take too much, but apparently it's a bit long, but you get to sleep, you get to put your have your baggage with you. For the train, you do need to be vaccinated. For rideshare, normally people don't mind, and it's normally unvaxxed people who actually use that. And lastly, you have the plane. So the 2 companies I would advise is WestJet and Air Canada. But when it comes to customer service, God, it's long. WestJet is about 5 hours, Air Canada about 2 to 3 hours. So I would advise you, if you book your ticket with them, to actually request a callback, because you are going to wait. And there are 2 ways you can book your tickets if you have a credit card, like I did. So you can have a free flight. I should probably make a separate video on free flight because I was so excited about that. And Canada has something which is called Aeroplan. So yeah, there's this as well. But I think I'm gonna keep that for another video. So I hope you have everything you wanted for the rideshare. If you have any questions, just let me know. Yeah, I will try to answer you as many questions. Yeah, the price was around 350 to 400, but that's just the trip, by the way. 350 to 400 was just the trip, because they share gas or fuel or petrol, and you have to, the Airbnb is around maybe like 100, because you can get Airbnb for $50 per night, but you can share that with the people on the car. Some people that did come to me was sketchy, but I did find a girl who was pretty nice, so that was sweet. Yeah, back to the flight. So you just book your flight. So flight was around $98 to $150. So you book your flight, and then I would advise you to book it during the week, because the weekend is a little bit, like the prices are higher. So during the week, there's not many people who travel during the week. So during the week, I prefer traveling at night, because I get to sleep instead of like, if I travel in the morning and I land, I would be sleepy. So I travel at night, and then you have the whole morning for you. So this is just booking the flight. So you have to book, and you have to choose your seat, and this is an extra cost, but it costs around $20 to $28 for the seat. If you want to have meals on the plane, it's going to cost you a little bit more, but I would not advise that, because, you know, like anywhere in Canada, like I think the furthest could be like what, Ontario to Yukon, Ontario to Alberta, Ontario to British Columbia, it's around like what, 4 or 5 hours. Like, you would pay extra money for food when you can. I mean, I'm someone who's very cheap, so I wouldn't want to pay extra money for food. So basically, yeah, you have to pay for your flight, your seat, and then your luggage, so checking in. So if you are a minimalist and you have carry-on, you should be okay. I think carry-on, yeah, you should be okay. You don't pay carry-on. But if you have luggage, you have to check in. The first bag is at $33. The second bag is $59. So once you do that, oh yeah, Air Canada has an app that you can check in, so you can do that online. If you don't have a credit card or whatnot, you can do that online. What else? I wanted to say something else. What did I say here? You need to upload your document. That's what I was asking. So they are going to ask you to upload your document. What document is your vaccine passport? So you need to upload that a little bit in advance so that they approve it, and then you're good to go. That being said, when you arrive at the airport, you still, like when you're about to board, like not at the door, but when you're supposed to, like, let's say for example, if you're with your mom or your dad, there's a time when you have to let them go, or they need to let you go. Then in this case, like when you're going there, they're going to ask you for your vaccine passport. You show that, good to go. You have to get your stuff done, and as you know, I think it's a rule of thumb, but like I knew it before boarding, guys. Before boarding to come to Canada, I knew it. But I have a complex with body odor, but my body odor, like the private, the under, the armpits and whatnot. So Emily got the mouthwash, and I got the big bottle of mouthwash, and I forgot. So when I got on the check-in to come to Canada, I was like, oh, I'm going, because the flight from Mauritius to Canada is long. It's 17 hours. I'm like, I don't want to smell, like my mouth to smell bad, but it was more than 10 milliliters, and everything which is more than 10 milliliters is counted. So if you have a bottle of water, just like empty it when you are at the other side. So the other side is where you sit and relax, and when you can eat and buy drinks before boarding. This is where you can fill up your water bottle. But before that, when you are about to go to that place where they check your bags and everything, if you have more than 10 milliliter, it's called. So you have that. Now you're gonna ask me, so if you're coming from outside of Canada, I think that should be pretty okay. But if you're moving from inside of Canada, how are you gonna do when you have to bring your stuff? So I didn't have too many stuff. I have 5 small boxes of stuff, and yeah, so I have 5 small boxes. 1 second. More than half the bowl is gone. All the others about to eat everything. I had to stop myself from eating. So where was I? Okay. if you have to bring your stuff here. So if you're a minimalist and you don't have a lot, which I recommend the minimalist lifestyle, you're good to bring in the suitcase, you're good to bring in your carry-on. But let's pretend, did you hear that crack? So how do you carry that if you have a computer, desktop, if you have a bed? So you can look into moving companies, and I was looking at a moving company because I was supposed to move from Barrie to Nova Scotia at first, which didn't happen for personal reason. And then I wanted to move to Ottawa because I'm bilingual French and I have a little bit more opportunity there, but that didn't happen either. Finally, I got a job in Alberta, and yeah, I'm really happy. I wanted to come here. So anyway, so when I would check the moving company from Barrie to Nova Scotia, it was $475, and from Barrie to Ottawa, it was $400. So I was planning on taking my bed with me. So now that I'm in Alberta, I just like left the bed where it was. I bought another bed here. Yeah, it was expensive. So what did I do? So the bed was the only thing I brought with me was the basics. So some products, because I had products from school, from the food bag, from the food locker, and it was 5 boxes. And I used Canada Post. Disclaimer: Canada Post don't come and pick the box up, so you have to find a car, an Uber, or a friend to drop you at Canada Post. And you have Canada Post in every Shoppers Drug Mart, or you can just Google it, and you can mail them. I have like boxes, like, you know, the good food box. So I think I had like 3 good food boxes and 2 small boxes, which was about this big, and it cost me $150, and it took me 7 days from Barrie to Alberta for it to come here. So basically I spent like you would spend roughly, let's take the most expensive one. So let's say you go with a rideshare and you also had a moving company, so it would take you approximately like $1,000, just the moving, without the deposit for the house, without getting into consideration that you need to buy a bed. Just the moving would be around $1,000. So I don't know, depending on your budget. And yeah, I hope that video was helpful. It was pretty long, but I hope I covered most of the thing. If I didn't, please comment down below and hit that like and subscribe button. I can't believe I said that. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.